Howdy, howdy, guys. It is I, the one and only Mr. CJ, here at What the Debt. I am back again for part two. I was rudely interrupted by this camera recording deal here as I was reporting on the changes to the credit scoring system. But I basically wanted to continue off the what I was reading here, or the second part, I guess you could say, because it's a little bit more of an article here. So please enjoy. But the title here looks like "How and When Will the Changes Affect Me?" So this is basically based on the credit score changes, or the changes to the FICO system. It says here most consumers, or 110 million people, will see modest swings if they see any change at all, according to FICO. But about 40 million people who already have favorable scores are expected to gain about 20 points, while another 40 million with lower scores will probably see a drop. But not every lender will use the new scores right away. People applying for most mortgages will not be affected, at least for now. That's because home loans guaranteed or backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which include the vast majority of mortgages, are still required to use older versions of the FICO score. Interesting. Many other lenders are also using older FICO formulas, and it remains to be seen how quickly they adopt the new scoring method, or if they will decide to change. The big credit reporting companies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, will all offer the updated scores by the end of the year. Equifax will be first sometime this summer, FICO said. Okay, interesting stuff. Next, how can I improve my score? We all want to know how we can improve our score, right? Even if you have a good credit score, if you have a really good, the top credit score, you probably just want to keep it good, right? But say you're in the 600s, 700s, whatever, 500, shit, below that, you definitely want to improve. If you're below in the 500s, 600s, yeah, you definitely want to improve your credit score. Anyway, here we go. You still want to, where is it? Because the FICO 10T calculation has a longer field of vision, it pays to get your financial life in shape as early as possible before applying for a loan. You still want to review your credit reports, which contain the raw data that powers your scores at each of the three big reporting companies. But now, you should plan further ahead and check them even earlier, because an error about a missed payment can hurt you more, and correcting the mistake can take time. You're entitled to check each of your credit reports free once a year through an authorized website, annualcreditreport.com. It says the biggest shift, however, concerns the amount of debt you carry. That's what we're all about here in this channel, is reporting the debt, right? But the biggest shift, however, concerns the amount of debt you carry, experts said. In the past, people trying to polish their scores right before applying for loans were told to pay off their credit cards or get the balances as low as possible a month or two before submitting an application. That won't work as well now. Paying off your card a month or two before you apply, that's not the best advice anymore. Never sounded like good advice. That is said by John Olsheimer, a credit expert who worked at FICO for roughly 7 years before leaving in 2004. He says, you want to get your credit card balances down multiple months in advance, or at least have them trending down for months in a row, and then have balances at a low before you apply. Your runway needs to be longer now. Okay? Despite the tweaks, the 5 broad factors that drive your FICO score haven't changed. Okay? In general order of importance, those are your payment history, the percentage of your credit used, the length of your credit history, your mix of loans, and how many new accounts you've applied for. That means a lot of the traditional advice. That means a lot of the traditional advice still holds. Don't make late payments. Don't apply for more credit than you need. And keep outstanding card balances to a minimum. The end. So yeah, guys, we'll take a moment of silence to think about that. I'm sure I got some neurons firing. If you have a good credit score, then things are going to be good for you, right? If you have a not so good credit score, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit guilty of paying payments on time, but that's another story. I also know how to get that shit fixed, or how to raise my credit score as well. I'll see if I can add some links here in the future on information if anyone is interested on how to get your credit score back up, or basically deal with debt validation, you could say, or challenging the debt. There's a lot more that goes into that has to deal with money and debt and currency, this whole deal that I'm talking about here. Hopefully we still have enough time. But yeah, I'll see if I can leave some information in the future. But if you don't know how to get your credit score back up, or you have a bad credit score right now, you definitely want to take heed of this little report here, and definitely do what you can to get your balance to a minimum, especially if you're looking to buy a house or car or rent an apartment. Don't do that. Don't do it. But anyway, y'all take care. Enjoy your beautiful, beautiful Monday. Hopefully it's a magic Monday and not a manic Monday. I always like to say that. I really like more of magic Mondays, even though Mondays can be kind of manic at the same time too. But y'all take care, and we'll be back soon here at What the Debt.